Well, hey, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Dan here, and welcome to Monks Alive. Um, change is scary. It's risky, and I think it's probably necessary. So, as we step into this new year, we're going to be shaking things up here on Monks Alive. Uh, I'll still be hiking, sharing adventures with you, and I hope to keep encouraging you to go out there and discover uh, your own adventures. But I'm trying to create a space here so that you can share what you find. So let's take a minute and talk about a couple of things that I'm changing in 2023. First, it's the why. As I said, change is scary, but it's necessary. Connie and I drove out to North Carolina over Christmas to visit our daughters and their families, and it was great. However, a major storm was coming into the Midwest, so we drove early to come back home and drove nearly 1,200 miles over 19 hours straight. And the weather was beautiful in the entire trip. But the next morning, we woke up and we were sore and tired, but we also woke up to the storm. It was 0 degrees outside, snowing and driving wind. And I was so glad I didn't have to drive through it. On the way home, though, we were listening to Mike Rowe's podcast, The Way I Heard It. And I really enjoy Mike's stories and his guests. He began talking about changing his podcast in 2023. He said that change is scary. He talked about the risk involved in the change, but then he went on to say that change is important to hold our interests. I'm not in the same league as Mike Rowe, but it was nice to know that I felt reassured that I wasn't alone either. My YouTube channel's changing. Now, I hope it's for the better, but you're going to have to make that judgment on your own. I'd like to read your comments and what you think about the changes. Tell me what you think. But I hope you stay with me. And if you haven't subscribed, and 75% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll do that. Hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and I hope to give you something that makes your life a little better. Subscribing helps me a lot. Also, click that bell and choose to be notified when new videos are released. Okay, enough of all that. Let's talk about what you're going to see on Wandering Monk in 2023. I'm trying to have a live show each week, like this one. Now, the show, I think, is going to be called Monks Alive. It's going to be a 1-hour show with 4 segments. The opening will be a mail call and a shout out. And then I want to share the mail that I get from you all with you. Before, I really didn't have a good way of sharing, but now I'm trying to have some space that I can do that. I get a lot of letters, cards from folks, and I just didn't have a good way. So I'm excited about this. Then after the opening opening shout outs, I want to introduce some guests, and I've got guests today that I'm going to introduce you to. And then we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to take a peek at a video that may be coming up on our channels. It may be one of my videos. It may be a guest video. And then we're going to talk about it and share some insights about what's going on behind the scenes. And that's part 2 of the show. And then it sets up the next quarter. In the third segment, my guest and I, we're just going to talk. We're going to talk about what's happening in our worlds, maybe trends in hiking and backpacking, whatever comes to mind. We may be joined by others who want to come in and talk with us. And I've been inspired by friends who have regular live airings on their channels. There's Dave Collier Camping, Al Chafes On My Back Step, Devil Dog, Belt Loop 29, Danny Days Ahead, and others do these lives, and they are wide open. A lot of fun, but I don't think that I can do like they do. So I'm going to sort of take about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll talk, and then that'll be the end of that. and then we'll move into the fourth and last one, and that's going to be a contest or a game that I want to have with you. So now let's just sort of do a short mail call and then get into our guests and our shows. Now, last year I had this sticker board and I filled it up quickly. But I ran out of room and the stickers just kept coming. So I decided to expand. And so this year, do these things look familiar? This was my buckets that I used to cache my food in when I was doing the Ozark Highlands Trail. And so I'm going to decorate those buckets with the stickers that I get. The first sticker that I want to call out is an old hiking buddy and a family member, Atypical Hiker. This is Kevin's new sticker. And his sister designed it. And if you look at it, it's a bear shaped by a mountain vista. Really is unique and innovative. I really like this sticker. So thank you, Kevin. He also sent me Fenton McKevin for his sticker. I usually have Callan, who hikes with me. Callan comes with me quite a bit. And so now it's nice to have Fenton coming along as well. So the next channel is Adventures in the Heartland. And John and Jan sent me their stickers. Thank you, John and Jan. It's a very nice looking sticker and a great channel. And then we go across the ocean to the UK. And I have two stickers. One is Wandering with Watto. And then his wife is Kim's Picks 59. And their channels, they adventure all over the UK. So thank you guys for yours. All of the links will be down in the description of this video. So be sure to look for that. Now, it's time to shift into something else. This first episode, let me get up here, get my notes ready. I'm telling you guys, I have never done a lot. Well, I did. I did one live stream a year ago when I had my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So if I'm rusty, please forgive me. I'm trying. A lot of things to poke, a lot of things to punch, and I'm amazed at the guys that can do this well. But as I introduce this week's guest, I want to ask you, what is the most bizarre, weird, interesting experience that you've ever had? Now, not all strange experiences are scary or bad. Some are a lot of fun, especially if your sense of humor is a little twisted. And if you don't have a sense of humor, then you may not enjoy today's premiere video. But if you like things, well, different, then come along with me to Elk Falls, Kansas. Population 104, they think. Well, occasionally we discover something truly unique. Some things become classics based on their own merits, and today I will share a hidden treasure of Southeast Kansas. I want you to witness the lifestyles of the not-so-famous and privileged folks of Elk Falls, Kansas. Elk Falls is a city of 104 citizens, according to the latest count, and this is the 27th annual Grand Outhouse Tours. So come along and let's see how the other side lives. Okay, when we were in Germany, it seemed like every little village, every burg had its own festival. And finding something similar here in Kansas. I love right here is where we buy our buttons at the Outhouse Tour headquarters. Here it is. So Elk Falls, and you ladies, your names are?
Stephanie Dowell.
Okay.
Kay Kane.
Kay Kane?
Yes.
Okay. And they just sold me my Outhouse Tour buttons.
Of course, there's more to Elk Falls than just privies. I mean, after all, it's named after Elk Falls. If you go down to the old bridge that was built at the end of the 19th century, you'll see the falls itself. Of course, this year with the drought, the falls aren't flowing as great as they might be at one time, but they'll come again. There's the pottery shop. And there you'll see all of the beautiful works of a local artisan. You might go by the museum. And there you can see the oldest homestead in the county. And then there's the Redneck Slide. Local entertainment where just an old dump truck with a rope can become a great plaything for children. Elk Falls. What a great place. Of course, we're here to see the privies. So let's get started. The roads to get to some of these outhouses are really rough, and they even have signs to prove it.
Here we go. We like bears. What do we got in here?
I like him.
Yep. There you are, Harry. We got the bear. The Eleanor is an authentic outhouse that was part of Franklin Roosevelt's WPA program during the Depression in the 1930s. Here's 5 minutes of peace right here. Look in here. Papa G over here. Then you got Forrest Stump. And then, of course, you got Biker Harley. I like him. You just gotta go to Elk Falls. So here we're gonna let freedom ring. It's just a one-holer. Let's go back here and look at Mary Poopins. Here you are. This is the one-stop hunting lodge. One stop has everything you need for a good hunt, all in one stop. Hunt, squat, and drink coffee. Now, we had a privy like this up at Pictured Rocks. I think these guys got put in the pot for delay of game. Okay, well, we got some decorations up here, and then here is outhouse number 12, complete with some underwear on the line, some baked beans. I guess that's for recycling. Got a couple of stick horses over here on the side, and then what's inside? Oh wow, this is high tech, dear. Check this all out. Rootin' tootin' cowboy. the outhouse here. Is the study hall. Study hall has two meanings. So welcome to the study hall. Come right in and take a seat. All right, this is the poo-poo platter. Actually, a nice, well-built outhouse. Well, okay, here we are. We got parking spaces, and we've got lawn and garden center. Got fresh fertilizer. It's coming right out from the Well, all right, getting ready to vote, filling out our official ballot. We're gonna drop the ballots right here. They do it upright. All righty, there they are. Well, it's been a great day, and now we're gonna make the trip back home to Independence. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you. Well, there you are.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Good to be
That was
here.
really hard to put together. I mean,
Very well done.
Yes.
they put a lot into those things. Not counting those ballots. Ken from Be Still on the Trail says, I'm not going to count those ballots. It was actually clean, but
We believe you.
oh, so much fun. The people were just so warm and welcoming, and really like Elk Falls. Every little town around here has its own thing, and
That's really something
Yeah.
you never see anywhere else.
That's cool.
yep, it's there. Oh,
Wow.
so that's sort of why I was asking the questions about what's the most bizarre thing that you've seen. So what about you guys?
Probably in New Mexico, that place with the aliens.
Oh yeah.
Roswell, New
Roswell,
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Roswell, yeah,
That was
Yeah,
pretty
that
cool.
would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about that because, it's kind of cheesy.
They convinced me.
Oh, yeah.
Aliens have been here.
Yeah.
Because they multiplied there.
Yeah.
But like the whole town, that's all that they do is aliens.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen a lot of cheesy stuff here in the States that you wouldn't do like in Germany, and I always laugh about it.
Yeah. I here in Independence they have Neowalla. And Neowalla is Halloween spelled backwards. And so they have this huge week-long celebration. And
wow.
they have the Queen Neela. To this year, I think they crowned Queen Neela the 85th. So they've been doing this for 85
Nice.
years.
Yeah.
And apparently in the early 19th century, some of the business owners here were aggravated that the young people were causing too much trouble. So they decided they were going to give them another way of expressing themselves. So they have this huge parade and this whole week of stuff. So they have a play. They do and the production this year was Peter Pan. It was as good as anything I've ever seen. It was a great Peter Pan play. The young lady that was Peter Pan, her voice was amazing. And then they have 3 parades. They have one that's just children, and their families go out there with them. But they had 1,000 children.
Oh wow!
Marching in this parade.
They put a lot into that.
Yeah,
they do. And then the adults, they dress up in Halloween costume and they go out and parade. And then they have a parade of just everybody. So this year there were 32 marching bands from high schools all over Kansas and northern Oklahoma.
And that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
They put so much into the marching bands here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never even seen anything like that. We don't do that in Germany. The high schools typically don't have activities or bands or things you join. You just do what you're required and that's it. But here there's so much more that goes into it. These kids work really hard.
Yeah.
They work very hard.
You can see them practicing in 90-degree weather in the summer, standing outside and
yeah.
I don't know what I did here. Well, I'm doing something. I'm playing with us. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. How do I do this? That's what I want right there. I got John Noble. He just, and no relation, but John just joined on. So I was trying to write him a note to say hi.
Nice turnout.
Yeah, great turnout.
Well, I mean, I appreciate everyone so much. Appreciate you guys for my, this is going to be different. And so I'm trying to get used to it, but we'll get there.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Yep.
And I know Chris, he really likes outhouses. So this was for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was for him. Well, did you see the one that I thought reminded me of
yeah.
A little bit more boards, a few more boards.
Yeah, but it did look a lot like the typical outhouses you see in the parks, like that one at Pictured Rocks, and you get a great view. I mean,
yeah.
You do that.
What's more relaxing, going to do your business and you have such a great view. And I actually remember there is a similar one at North Cascades at Pelton Basin Camp. We spent
really?
Up there, and the outhouse was at this great lookout, most awesome view you can ever think of. And I sit there and I'm like thinking nothing bad early in the morning. And I look down and there is a huge black bear.
Oh no.
Just walking, in the valley below. And I just about fainted right then.
Yeah. That was relaxing.
He was just waiting his turn.
Yeah.
He was waiting his turn.
made me like feel all constipated all over again.
Yeah, the outhouse is kind of nestled in the huckleberries.
Bear territory. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was hiking through the Smokies, and you would to get a place that actually had a privy, that was a nice thing. The mushroom fields, you wanted to stay away from the mushroom fields. That's my wife. She says, "I don't know why you do this. I'm going to have plumbing. I want indoor plumbing."
Yeah.
Well, no, I actually find it's more relaxing to go out in the woods if you don't look at a bear.
Yeah.
What about you, Harry? Do you have any trouble out there?
I'm pretty relaxed when I'm out in nature.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't need any laxatives. I don't need fiber. I just feel relaxed by being surrounded by beautiful nature.
There you are. Yes. For all of you who don't know, Nicole and Tim, they have this thing, they cohort with bears.
Yeah.
They have 3 great bears that go with them.
Yeah. Yeah. We've even done 65 miles on the John Muir Trail out in the Sierra.
Yeah. All 5 of us.
All 5 of us.
Oh, that's great. That's
great. People don't get it, what we're doing. They think we're crazy. So
that's all right. That's okay. That's what makes this community sort of fun. Oh, well, Ken, I'm glad your mom's watching us. I'm glad we're entertaining her. Or that was Kevin. That wasn't Ken. That's Kevin. His mom's looking at us.
Nice.
Laughing.
Hi, Kevin's mom.
Oh yeah, and he's reminding us that your bears kept stealing his stuff out there.
And I remember on Cumberland Island when I first brought the bears, Jason was like, "Go away, Nicole." But he pretty quick. I think he embraced it.
Yeah.
I'll get this name messed up. Did you see this from Kat? Is it Pofi?
Yeah, Poofy.
Yeah.
Oh,
says hi to Harry.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. That was so much fun when we all met on Cumberland Island, and Katja came all the way from Belgium and brought Poofy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Good times.
That was a highlight of the year too.
It was.
I think this has been a really great year. I got to hang out with you guys. Got to see Nimblewood Nomad.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And talk with him twice actually. Because I don't know, you don't know it, but the first video I did of the year in January, I interviewed Nimblewill. We went through the whole thing, and I didn't have any audio.
Oh gosh,
no audio.
Oh.
So I called him and we talked. I said, if we could do this interview over the phone, then I can dub it in. I don't know how you're going to do that. I said, well, he said, no, it just means that you got to come back and see me again. So we drove on the way to Cumberland Island. We drove through and saw Nimblewill at Flag Mountain, and I got to do the interview. And that time I made sure I had the audio.
You triple, quadruple checked over and over.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
He's such a legend.
Yeah, and just such a kind-hearted guy.
Yeah.
He's left Flag Mountain. He's not there anymore, and he's off somewhere writing his book of poetry.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay.
So I want to get that and read it.
Yeah.
Hey, John, senior hiker just popped on.
Hey, John.
That's great. And well, what are you guys' plans for 2023? Anything coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Happening?
Yeah, we've got a lot planned. Hopefully we can stick with it all. So we plan on getting back down to the Smoky Mountains, definitely.
Okay.
It's been a whole year, so it's time. Usually the springtime is great down there.
Yes.
And we actually would really like to meet up with Senior Hiker down at Pine Mountain on a long weekend.
Yes.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's still on the horizon right here, because we couldn't make it in the fall.
Yeah.
And
Man, if we could all do that, that would be great.
and another thing is the Sipsey. You know, that's another place that we haven't been to, Sipsey Wilderness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I just had a friend that just contacted me, was wanting to know if I was going to do the Sipsey this year, because we didn't get to do it last year. And I
Right.
told him,
Yeah, that would be great. And
I'd like.
then we definitely plan to return to Big South Fork, Tennessee later this spring.
Okay.
And, you know, that's so great for solitude. I mean, it's just one of those places that people aren't aware of the beauty of it. And
Yeah.
you find so much solitude there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in May, we plan on heading back out to Colorado.
Yes.
It's an early trip. Might not be able to get to the high elevation, but we just want to see the low elevations and maybe some elk babies that are born in the valleys.
Oh, that would be fun.
So yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah.
And then what else do we have? July, we plan on going out to the Wyoming, like the Teton area.
Yes.
Okay.
And then from there, after 1 week, we will drive to the Sierra and work our way down to the Mammoth Lakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's going to be a long road trip because we're driving it all. But Tim will do some work from the room that we're staying at, and that will give me time to go out on some of my solo trips.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. And then what else? I think that's about it. Maybe 2 Colorado trips usually, and the Sierra.
Okay.
Wyoming, definitely. And Michigan. We always want to go back up to Pictured Rocks. So
Yes.
if anyone's interested, Pictured Rocks, we would like to do maybe the 40 miles that goes through the park up there, you know.
Yeah.
Red River Gorge again.
Yeah, the Red River Gorge meetup will be on Columbus Day weekend. So for anyone that's interested to join the craziest meetup ever, it will be at Hanson's Point.
Yeah, talk about sensory overload. I don't know if I can do it or not.
Yeah, it was just such a blast. My face was frozen.
So, what a fun thing.
Yeah.
What a fun thing.
And we always like the Red River Gorge.
Hey guys, Ken has a question here for you from Be Still on the Trail. Do you call it a solo if Harry's with you?
I usually do, but he disagrees with me on that. You can see that he's all bent out of shape right now.
Yeah, I can see that look in his face.
He definitely wants to be counted, you know, so.
Of course.
I think it's wrong to call it a solo if it's more than one person, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
Another person.
Yeah.
You got a point. You've got a good point there, Harry. Oh, fun. Well,
what are your plans? You got big plans?
I think I'm going to. My brother and I want to go down to Texas and do a Rails to Trail hike down there. We may do that in January. We've got some things happening here in the family that I don't know, so I'm trying to plan around some family thing. And then I'm going to highlight Kansas this year. That's going to be sort of the theme of my hikes. So there's a trail called the Cherokee Trail that goes from the Oklahoma border all the way up to the Santa Fe Trail. And it's fascinating history behind it, because there was a wagon train of Cherokee from Oklahoma during the 1840s, and they actually did 2 wagon trains, 1840 1808, I think, and 1850 was the other one, where they were going out to California for the gold rush.
Wow.
And there were two white wagon trains that met up with them, one from Arkansas and one from Missouri. And the Cherokee were the educated people. They were attorneys, medical doctors, accountants, and the whites didn't know how to keep books, so they gave the books to the Cherokee to keep for them. And then as they went out through Colorado, the Native Americans in Colorado were friendly to the Cherokee, so it sort of protected everybody as they went out through. And they didn't do the Oregon Trail; they had their own trail called the Cherokee Trail. So I want to hike that. I want to annotate it and document it.
Great.
And that's sort of going to be the main focus of my videos, I think. And then I'm also going to go out to a place called Monument Rocks and Mushroom Rock.
Oh, yeah, we've been to Monument Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Out in the middle of nowhere in this flat place, all of a sudden these things pop up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then a place called Little Jerusalem State Park. Are you familiar with it?
No.
It's the Badlands of Kansas.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm gonna hike through that. And
Good.
that's the main thing. And then I hope to be able to hook up and meet with you guys.
Yeah.
And hike with y'all again. I'd like to go up to Isle Royal. Something that you might want to consider.
Yeah, that's
want to go up there again.
we haven't done yet. That's definitely.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place. And I didn't see any moose. So I got to go back up.
Yeah.
They say there's 15 to 1800 moose that live on that island.
And that is.
And they all hid from me. Everybody else saw them. They even walked through my tent site after I had dropped my tent and left.
I know that you said you saw the tracks,
I saw the tracks. They were as big as my hand.
Yeah.
And then and saw a lot of where they had been, a lot of evidence of where they had been, but didn't see any moose.
And the
saw
moose,
wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see those usually, like the little pellet looking.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Just like milk duds, only different.
They look like it.
But yeah, the wolves, they are the only predator for the moose, and that's all the wolves go after. So it's very safe.
Yeah.
But it is remote. It's a very remote place.
Yeah, it was great
we'll
when you saw the wolves. I mean, that was really great.
That was nearly half the population of the whole area. So,
did you hear the wolves howling at night?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
Oh, a senior hiker has a question for you.
Oh, what's?
Tara, you sleeping on that? Nicole likes it a lot, so she uses it. Needs a little more elbow room.
Especially, I love it when I'm solo car camping too, to have it with me. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
Nice and roomy.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Well, any other questions that anybody that's watching, if you're still watching, they have for us?
They're still
Hike
watching.
with Mike made it.
Yeah. Let us know when you're going to Isle Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ken, will do. Now, Ken went with me to the Foothills Trail.
That was great.
Oh, yeah.
And that was an awesome. I would like to go back there again.
Oh, yeah. That looked so great.
I'd like to go there and just document the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Just do a video of just the waterfalls. They were beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful place.
Ken, I'll let you know if you want to go. That would be great.
I'll go.
All right. It's a great, I mean, there's three different trails, but two main. There's the Greenstone Trail, and it's the one that's the most traveled. It goes right across the center ridge of the island. And then it goes from one harbor to the other. Then there's the Manong Trail, which I did. And lady tried to talk me out of it. She said, "You don't want to do that. It's not traveled, and if you get up there, you know." But and then I talked to a ranger, and he said, "How long were you in the Army?" And I said, "Well, for a while. I just, you know, wasn't smart enough to get out." And he said, "You won't have any trouble. You won't have any trouble."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was probably the best thing you could have done, actually.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It really was. 3 huge beaver dams. I got stuck in one of them.
Wow.
My leg slipped off of a log, and my leg went straight down into the dam. I had water up to my waist, and then my foot was hung up on the roots down in there, and I couldn't get it out. And I kept working until finally I got it out, and I was fine. So.
Yeah, Pictured Rocks is just so beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the thing with Pictured Rocks is if you were planning, you know, to do the 40 miles through hiking that with several people, you would want to probably get your reservations in like 6 months out for the best campsites along the way. They do fill up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we were so fortunate on our trip there. We had great weather. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
The campsites were good.
And that was relatively late in the season for up there, and we really were lucky.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Tell Kat good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. But yeah, we that would be fun to take a big group, especially if you guys and Jason, because you guys know the place. And now Jason, he could do it like we said earlier. He could do it as a recon, and then he can do the out and back, do the 40 miles without sleeping. Do the whole thing.
Yeah,
because that's what
Jason, you said you could do it in 1 overnight, but I think I need like 3 overnights.
Yeah, 3.
Yes.
My shoulders, you know, they kill me with, I mean, it's always been that way. I have back issues, and my foot was broken and it didn't heal up right. And so, that would be nice to have the 3 overnights.
Yeah, 3 nights would do it. That'd work.
Plus, that gives you time to unwind and set up camp and enjoy each other's company, you know, and all that.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well, that'd be great. That would be a lot of fun. Thank you guys again. I think what we're going to do is I want to announce our game.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna have a contest for everyone who watches it's on right now, or those who will see the videos where I'll post these videos up, and everybody can participate. You have to be subscribed. You have to like the channel. You have to make some kind of comment on the thing. But then here's the game of the week. And it's the question of what is the most bizarre thing you have ever seen, done, or experienced. But I need you to keep it legal, ethical, and moral. This is a family show. So, you know, so send me an email or make a comment here in one of the videos this week. And then here's what I need from Tim and Nicole and Harry is we're all going to vote on who has the most bizarre, interesting
that will be fun
comment that they make.
Cool.
And so the winner is going to really get rich. They're going to get one of my stickers.
Nice.
I'm going to send them a note of congratulations, and I'll sign it, and I'll put one of my stamps on it. Woohoo! Yeah. and then you get to go onto the wall of winners in my channel description. If you go in my channel description, I've down at the bottom, I've made a wall of winners. And so this year I'm going to put the wall of winners on there for everybody. So that's what we want to do.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And I'll send you guys, Harry, Nicole, Tim, I'll send you guys the comments, and then you guys have to vote on them, and I'll be the tiebreaker.
So I can't vote on my own comment?
No, Harry, not on this one. You can on the next one. You can on the next one. All right. Well, Anything else before we sign off?
Do you plan on going back to the Wind River Range this year?
Not this year. Not going to this year. I'd like to. Now, if you guys want to go, I'll go.
Okay.
If someone wants to go, I'd be glad to. Rick, our last time there, Rick said that he didn't think he was going to do any more high elevation hikes. And to be honest, I got a little dizzy in high elevations. The Texas Pass is 11,500 feet.
Pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we did it this year, we started the trail ascending, and probably should have gone. I guess counterclockwise.
Yeah.
And gotten acclimated a little bit, but we didn't. And so, yeah. And
yeah, that's definitely still on the table for us too. Yeah. I just, probably need you there, and just so we can get through it, because that looks pretty dicey on Texas Pass.
Yeah.
Well, Texas, to be honest, Jackass Pass is worse.
Okay.
Texas Pass. Texas Pass was that one slope going up this year was pretty loose rocks. So you just take your time and get your footing, and you go up it. I take a lot of breaks. I'm old. But then Jackass Pass, I think I know what I did was when we got over it and started down, I was talking to some folks like I tend to do. And instead of going to the left, I went to the right. And we got to this boulder scramble that was right on the edge of the mountain.
Oh.
And it was talk about dicey.
Oh, wow.
That was probably the most diciest thing I've ever done. It was, especially one part, the mountain sort of stuck out, and you had to get around it. And I'm not so sure of my balance anymore.
Didn't you fall there too? I think you fell at that.
No, I fell in Pennsylvania. I didn't fall.
Yeah.
But I did fall hard in Pennsylvania. Kissed the boulder pretty good. Had 2 black eyes, and I was all cut up.
Wow.
But that's okay. All is well. All right.
So.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. It's all good.
Thank you for having us, and we really, look forward to hopefully have some adventures with you coming up here. And anyone else who's interested, let us know. Anyone watching?
Yes. Yeah, that would be
great.
I really am looking forward to this. And if we can get more, then that's great too.
Yeah.
You just have to have some kind of signal for that privy that's there.
Yeah.
Oh, me. All right. Well, you guys take care. Have a good night. And for everyone, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye,
Harry.
Bye.
Well, y'all stay safe.
Bye,
stay healthy.
Bye.
Stay on the path.
Right.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.